YouTube free play, check. Better free play that I gave out on winnable.com for free, check. That's two. That's two this far, shooter. Today's movie quote. Oh, and by the way, guys, the VIP stayed absolutely on fire again. Check it down. I told y'all we're breaking the matrix on this channel, and we're going to keep doing it. All we do is win. All we do is profit. Let's talk some MLB. I got some freaking awesome picks for you guys today. I'm super excited about it. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keith, aka Keystone. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button and definitely take the time to hit the like too. Do appreciate it. It's basically like your way of saying thanks for, hey, Keith, giving me another free winner back-to-back days on YouTube for absolutely nothing. Giving you guys another free winner if you're over here on the winnable free plan. Guys, check this crap out. I mean, our run just continues. It's actually just it's just the hard work behind the scenes. That's all it really is. It's data crunching. It's like all I do. It's like my whole job. I know a lot of you guys love to skip ahead and just go straight to the free pick. And I'm glad you're winning a little bit of money that way on the channel. But I'm telling you, at the same time, you guys are costing yourself thousands of dollars. I got guys, go watch the interview with Benito yesterday, literally paying all his bills on my picks, betting, 10 to 20 bucks a play. So go ahead. You can skip ahead if you want, but like I said, you're just kind of harming yourself, because if you were on the VIP, like the last week alone, I mean, guys, it's been insane. You guys see my bets. I don't go crazy. I just bet quarter unit plays on all these DFS slips. But look, this is another winner. Freddie Freeman did not play tonight, so we still won 6x on this, and we had a couple that lost on Dabble. So overall, it was like I made about $100. Sleeper, I think I put in about a total of 35, or no, I'm sorry. It came out to like $100 in profit with these two winners. Okay. So that's two apps, $200 right off the bat. This was the free pick I gave you. Second day in a row we've cashed, baby. It's another, 80 something in profit. So guys, I was literally just charging, and it's sold out, by the way. I was charging, $400 for the whole season, like trying to hook you guys up. It's normally $1,500. I was charging, I think it was like $490 something. $1,000 off practically. It literally pays for itself in a day or two, depending on your bet size. Oh, hidden NBA play too. Look at that. And we got by the way, we got a boost on this one too. So I probably would imagine this actually paid about 100. This was the better play I gave you guys for absolutely free over on the winnable free plan, which is right here. Absolutely doesn't cost anything to sign up, guys. Absolutely free. I do send out a lot of early information, some bonus picks, daily long shot parlays that I do. We did hit one of those last month. We turned $5 into 500. So it's worth your time to go take the time to sign up. And I mean, guys, you watch me every day. You see what we're doing over here. You're on the winnable free plan. You definitely see I share the photos every day, all our freaking hits. We had the AI just absolutely go off on Sunday on soccer. All last week, your boy was hitting NHL freaking. I'll show you guys some photos. But since the season pass is gone at that price, I'm going to do a little April Fool's promo today. Basically, what did I say? I put it on the ticker. 70% off. Okay. So you can get the week or the month pass, your choice. 70% off. Still of a deal. I didn't put a limit on these, but I probably should have. I'll probably put a limit on those codes to like 15 a piece. So if the month sells out, then you got to get the week. If the week sells out, well, then you got to get the month. Either way, fucking awesome deal. You're going to make it back probably on your first day, and then you'll have picks for the rest of the week or the month. So get in with the rest of us. Join the freaking team. Definitely go check out that interview with Benito, right? That's me, preparing for the zombie apocalypse. It's right here, guys. See? Okay. And then I need to make a playlist because I have another one coming up with Mike from Rhode Island. And then there's another guy, I forget his name. I'll have to look on my other phone. But so I got like two on deck. Just did one client interview success stories, guys. We're printing freaking cash, breaking the matrix. So I got some picks for you. Let's get right into it, shall we? The first play I'm going to give you guys is on Dabble today. These are hitters. So, I like to take MLB kind of a little slow, especially with hitters this time of year. I've told you guys that publicly many times. The weather's not quite there yet to the nice hitting conditions. I just feel like pitchers a lot of time have an edge so far, kind of early in the year, but it hasn't really been that way so far. So what we're kind of doing is just we're waiting like 3-4 game sample sizes to kind of get a little bit of data, see who's hot. And I got some plays for us, but Dabble brought back their $25. So if you're not on there yet, use promo code SBAA, link down below, and you will get $25 just for trying out the app. You don't even have to put a credit card on. But guys, every single one of these plays right now, I've shared them with you. These are all from the last week, literally one freaking week. This is a 3x hit. This is a 5x hit in hockey. This is a 26x hit in hockey. This paid on a $25 bet. This paid almost $700. This was a 31.5x. This almost paid $800 on a $25 bet. This is all from last week. A 10x hit. This paid $250. A 10x hit. This paid $250. And a 5.1x. This is all literally just on Dabble, one app in 1 week. My Dabble account has made $2K in profit. Just me personally, betting $25 a play in 1 week. Get on the VIP. It pays for itself. So we're going to take a couple hitters. I'm not going to go into the depth on these guys other than to tell you I really like their matchups. There's a little bit of historical reference, and then I'll just say Rooker and Andujar, they've been playing okay. These are two righties. We're attacking a lefty and Justin Steele. I can't remember if I actually had any of this crap pulled up. So right here. So the whole idea here, and I'm surprised Dabble lets us do this, to be honest. Most of the apps actually don't. And I don't know how long it's going to last, to be honest. Let's get rid of this ad. But you can see Andujar and Brent Rooker right here. Pair of righties, bat 2 and 3 in the order. Now, the importance of this when you're stacking these teammates like this is if you're new to baseball, especially, it's a very stat-driven, complex sport. It can almost like confuse people a lot of times, especially with the next-gen stats. But at the end of the day, this is just a meat and potatoes approach, okay? These are hits, runs, RBIs. So if you're new to baseball, you don't know what all that means. We need 2 of these combinations of stats: hits, runs, RBIs. So I'll break it down for you. This is the 2-hitter, okay? Right here. Miguel is bats second in the lineup. So let's say he gets up and he hits a double anywhere out in the field, right? That counts as 1 hit. And then let's say Rooker's up next and he hits a home run to left field. Well, that counts as a hit. That counts as a run and an RBI. And Andujar just scored a run. So that counts as a run. So basically, that means they both, since they're batting right next to each other, one gets on base, one gets a hit on, that counts as 1. The next guy up gets another hit and knocks that guy in. That counts as a run batted in and a run for each individual player. Pretty simple concept. It's the power of stacking hits, runs, RBIs. Like I said, a lot of these books don't even really, a lot of them won't even let you do it because it's such a powerful strategy. So this is a VIP slip I'm giving you guys today for free. And the next 2 pair we're going to take, I guess I could talk a little bit about, where was that? Justin Steele's struggles. Okay, so this is a left-handed pitcher. And he's really got his ass kind of rocked in his, let's go look at his game log here. This is actually going to be his 3rd start. So he got roughed up by, 2 good offenses. The Diamondbacks have been playing really well. Low pitch counts, I think the Cubs bullpen might have improved on paper a little bit, but we'll see. He's given up 6 and 5 hits in his 2 starts, so about a hit an inning, a little over a hit an inning, and he's given up, 3 and 5 runs, a couple homers in each game, a couple walks. So I think he's going to put base runners on. The nice thing too, let's say these 2 actually don't have any correlation at all. Let's say like Andujar walks in the 1st inning, but then Rooker doesn't do anything, and then the next guy after him comes up and doesn't do anything, and then the next guy comes up and hits a home run. Well, Andujar is still going to get a run. Okay, so there's a lot of ways for this to hit. So you want guys that are just struggling. And if we go back to Steele, I mean, if you look at his batting average this year, look what he's given up to righties. I mean, it's a small sample size, 25 batters total, but he's given up almost a 350 average. That is the kind of matchup you want to go after. And really, since even last year, you can see, he was a much better pitching last year, but the trend is still there. He actually was really good against lefties last year, and he was pretty good against righties too. That's a solid batting average, to be honest with you. But 227, 188. This year it was a little more common, but you can see the theme here. So we're going to attack Justin Still. Hope he stays in a slump here. That's going to be your first duo. The guys, this pays 10x. Okay, you're not going to find these lines on Prizepicks. It's not going to happen. And even if you do, you'll find like one of them. I highly doubt they'll have both these guys. Got to get on Dabble. This is where the ballers set the plays. Okay, and you can see I put 25 bucks on this. Told you guys I like to bet quarter units on these DFS slips. It's just a nice, easy, simple approach. Be consistent with your bet size. The rest will just take care of itself. You've seen how hot I've been. You don't see me raising it to 50 or 100 full unit plays, right? Now, that's because I've learned over time as a professional doing this now for pretty much 2 years. Really, the last 7 months, completely full-time, all in on the picks, all in on the content, all in on the VIP. I'm very consistent because I've been through these ups and downs of peaks and valleys of betting. And right when you start dropping $100, well, you might catch a little bit of a slump. You just never know. So what I've learned over time, you have to train your mind to just be consistent. And a lot of times what happens is like these guys will come in on VIP and they'll sign up on like the first losing day I've had in like 10 days, and then they'll get all frustrated because they went all in because they saw those slips on the screen and they're like, oh, dude, this guy's going to win me a grand tonight. I get it, but just stay consistent. I'm telling you, you just stay with me long term. You copy the fucking plays every day. You're going to make cash. I guarantee it. Okay, so we're going to take Tatis, probably one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. Lighted up spot. You got an expected WOBA here. This is expected weighted on base average. It's very high, but his actual one is even higher, which is actually kind of insane. Usually it's like the other way around. Pretty okay K rate, pretty high walk rate, and he's giving up a 300 batting average. Now, if we go look at the individual matchups, not a big sample size. I mean, Tatis is 0 for 2, and Machado's actually, or no, this is Martin Maldonado. Sorry, Manny's actually 1 for 2 with a home run though. So I'm just staying in the flames with Tatis here. If we go back and look, where was that? Didn't I have him pulled up on Roto? Okay, so right here. Let's go back here. And so we got the pair right here, Rooker and Andujar, and then we're going to go over to this San Diego game. And you can see our next pair, they're not the 2-3, they're the 1-3, which in my opinion, it's close enough. Anything 1 through 4, I don't mind it. But like you really want them to be like within 3 outs because like let's say these 3 all get up in the first inning, right? They all get out, okay? Then the fourth guy isn't going to have access to any of these guys. But if one of them gets on base, then he will. So unless there's a double play. But anyways, I don't mind it if it's like 1 through 3 or within 3. That's my favorite thing to do. Luis Arias, usually kind of a leadoff guy. Tatis is the second one. They've switched it up this year. It seems to be working through, 4 or 5 games. But, yeah, Tatis has just been hot. We can go look at his game log. You can see right here, he's had multiple 2-hit games. So 3, 1 and 1 here. These are your hits, runs, and RBI column. So he's at an RBI. So in this game right here, this line is way too low. I cannot believe Dabble gave us this at 1.5. This should be at 2.0. It really should be at 2.5. So we only need 2. So he had 2, 3 in this game. He had 2, 4, 5 in this game. This was his one miss. It looks like he only had 1 here, 1 hit. This game he had 3, hit a home run. This game he had 5. So he's been hot, extremely hot. And then if we look at Machado, where's Manny? He's batting 3rd. And he's been pretty hot too. Not quite as hot as Fernando, but like, his last game, 3 for 5. Didn't have any RBIs, surprisingly, with 3 hits or runs. That's kind of interesting. But he got it right here in this game, 1 and 1. Did not get a hit here. Looks like he got hit by a pitch or something, or I don't know. I only had 2 at-bats in this game. That's strange. And then didn't get done here, but got it done in the very first game against the Braves. So 3 out of 5. I just think it syncs up really well. And if we look at Logan Allen, same thing, you're going to see a trend here. Okay. So like, sorry, my allergies are kind of going crazy. It's the same thing. We have two righties that we're attacking here. Okay. So 306 batting average, giving up to right-handed batting this season so far. And then since 2023, it's the same thing. This guy struggles against righties, actually pretty solid against lefties. So we're going to take a couple righties with Tatis and Manny Machado to get over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Guys, these two correlate and these two correlate extremely well. It's still an individual sport, like I said, but you know what's crazy is one of them, they could literally find a way to do it without actually even helping each other. That's what's beautiful about this. You know, like one guy could get it done in the first inning, and this guy doesn't get it done until the eighth inning, and it has nothing to do with either one of them. But I'm telling you, these lines are just too low with Logan Allen on the mound. I don't get it. I really don't get why Dabble gave us these. It's crazy to me. So you saw the stats. That's what we have for hitters now. I have another play for you. You know how I like my pitching props early in the season. So it's going to be on chalkboard. My little thing's over, so I'm taking away that access that I, gave you guys. Had a couple of you guys text me. Got on the week pass. Very smart decision. Glad to have you profiting with us now for at least a week. What ends up happening too, once a lot of guys get on there, they never want to leave because they'll see. And like we're doing this in like what you would call the off season. Like this is not even football season. But baseball is the most profitable sport there is, and it's simply based on opportunity, guys. It's not necessarily like you're going to smash all the time, but it's just about opportunity, and we have a ton of it. We still got the AI spitting out soccer stuff. In fact, I just got an email about that with some plays, so I need to get this wrapped up and get right on that. Send those out to the VIPs. And then I'm going to get to work on some hockey slips after that. A lot of times with hockey, I'll go do the research, but then I have to wait for the goalies. The goalies a lot of times don't come out until the afternoons with my strategy. So anyways, sign up to Chalkboard, get 100 free bucks, use promo code SBAA, link down below, guys. And you're going to get a free Joker square to tack on any play you want. This is what I would say is the harder one of the two. I kind of had mixed feelings about it, but I think I'm onto something here, and we're gonna roll it. This is definitely a more like they think it's a plus money play. Okay, and I gave you guys one of those 2 days ago, and we hit it. I was right on target. Now, if this was 3.5, I feel like it'd be like a lock because he's always floating around this line. In recent years, Houston's been a team that actually I don't like taking opposing pitchers for strikeouts, and I don't like taking opposing pitchers for innings pitched because they're very good, especially at the top of their order at pitch counts. I think they actually led Major League Baseball last year in most pitches per at bat as a team. So they're a pesky little group, but it hasn't really been there this year. They've actually really struggled. Webb is one of these guys that is kind of notorious for going deep into ball games. He's more of kind of an out, not a strikeout guy, but more of like an out specialist, like ground ball stuff. He does throw a lot of pitches that have movement on them. So he throws a sinker primarily, I think is his number one pitch. Yeah. So right here, he'll probably get some guys to swing and miss at that. His changeup actually is where he probably gets a lot of his strikeouts. And then he's got a slider. And this is a guy that's not even throwing fastballs, which in today's game is kind of crazy. So he kind of always keeps these guys on their toes, keeps them guessing. He definitely can be hittable, but he gets himself out of trouble. So you can see in his last 10 games, he's averaging about 6 innings. That's, I thought it was actually going to be higher than that. Let's see what his last 20 average was. 6.1. So you can see, though, consistently, most of the time he's making it, at least 5 innings, and that would be about a strikeout per inning. Now, the last time he played them this was in June of last year, he did get to 5 on 6 innings pitched through only 83 pitches, too. That's actually kind of a low number. A lot of times they'll let him go into the mid-90s. So, there's not a ton of track record here to suggest that, like, this is a good or a bad spot. I mean, Houston, normally, like I said, they don't strike out a lot in recent years, but look at their offensive numbers in the 4 games so far. So they've scored 2 runs here. They scored 2 runs here. They scored 1 run here, and they scored 3 runs here. They've yet to have a game over 3 runs. So they're not playing well offensively. And even though, like I said, they're usually pretty good about striking out, or not striking out, I should say. You can see we have some pretty good matchups against righties and lefties with Logan Webb's pitch arsenal. These are for strikeouts. So like a sinker versus righty, we got a B+ matchup. It's nothing like really off the charts. There's a few, matchups right here that are not good either. But for the most part, I like the green that we're seeing. So on top of all of that, Houston is striking out about 8.67 times or 8.25 times per game. That's actually kind of high for them. And their last game they struck out 10 times, but I believe it's even higher against right-handed pitching. I thought I had that stat pulled up, but anyway, so that's going to be leg number one. Logan Webb over 4.5 strikeouts. They're on the road at Houston. So, and then the next one, this is very juiced to go over. Chalkboard has this at a 1.59x, but we're still getting over 3x total on this. You probably will not find this line on like a site like Prizepicks or even Underdog. It'll be a push line. It'll be 5 or it'll be 5.0 or 5.5. Okay. So there's advantages to setting plays where it matters. Get the best line. This is still over 3x payout. And then Shane Baz, last 5 dating back to last season, 80% hit rate. Last 10, 70% hit rate. Solid stuff. There was no head-to-head data. And, there's not a lot of track record here. One other thing, too, I forgot to mention about Logan Webb. The Astros added Christian Walker, and historically Walker, big strong right-hander, power hitter, but he strikes out a lot. So I think like him being in the lineup batting, fourth or fifth or wherever they have him right now, I think that's solid. And I just like that with the fact that that you have the longevity factor where it's like, hey, if he pitches deep into this, it's going to increase our chances. More outs and batters he faces, the more we have a chance for that. So. You look on this, Baz looks good on paper. This is absolutely an elite matchup. No one right now, or maybe their first or second, is striking out more to right-handed pitching to start this season than the Pittsburgh Pirates. Their offense is just so bipolar, man. Every time I do like Brian Reynolds. Every time I bet on him though lately, or this year I should say, he's made me money in the past. I'm not that mad at him, but this year, every time I bet on him, he doesn't deliver, and then every time I don't, he's having a solid game. So, like I said, overall, 80% of games total, 29% strikeout rates for Baz last season. So he went over this line in 80% of the games. About 6 strikeouts per game is what that equals to. And yeah, the weather doesn't look the most pitcher friendly tomorrow. It really wouldn't shock me if he gave up some contacts, to be honest with you, down there in Tampa. But the conditions and stuff, like it's going to be warm. And I'll just say this: even if he gives up like a homer, oh well, it's like one pitch. I still think he's going to get swings and misses. I think he's going to get some whiffs on this, Pirates offense that's very bipolar. So, yeah, I think this is a good spot. And like I said, I think the numbers are there. Pittsburgh, let's go back and look at them. I think they've struck out. I think I read a stat somewhere. They struck out 4 or 5 games so far. They've had over 10 strikeouts as a team. So let's go back to that strikeout page and look. So Pittsburgh's right here. So yeah, 10 last game. So that one game they had low must have been really low because, yeah, I think I read a stat that said they've struck out. Pittsburgh has struck out 10 times in 4 to the 5 games. So right around this average. It's bottom, 7 in the league, guys. So it's a good spot. And I think that's all I got for you guys today. I'm going to get to work on these AI plays. Guys, get on the VIP, man. I'm telling you, you're only going to regret it. You'll never want to leave. Okay. That's all we do is print cash. Peace.